So I just wanted to pop in here and give my 2 cents on the Crystal Lake series that's going to be dropping on Peacock. So first off, let me give you some of the details in case you haven't read all the articles and whatnot that's circling around. So Brian Fuller, the day before yesterday, did a podcast for Fangoria, and they posted up a whole article on their website if you want to go over there and read the whole thing. But basically they talked to Brian Fuller, who is the showrunner, basically going to be the creator of this new series called Crystal Lake that's going to be coming to Peacock. It's produced by A24, and from what he says, it has 4 times the budget of what he had for the series Hannibal, which I'm a huge fan of. That's one of my favorite series ever. So hearing his name attached to this series, just right there, I was excited. But then on top of that, it's produced by A24, which I get if you're not a fan of everything they've done. I'm not either. There's definitely a few here and there that I'm like, not the craziest about that. But for the most part, I really appreciate everything that comes out of that studio. It's just always well thought out, well crafted, time, energy, and money, and just production quality put into everything that they do. So for me, hearing all those names attached to it just makes me so excited. But at first, we only heard that it was going to be a prequel and that the rights were only available for them to do prequel stuff, but that they couldn't really do anything with Jason. But then when Brian Fuller did this interview, he talked about that no, they have rights for everything. It's just there's different right holders and different legality issues if it wants to become a movie. So it may be a long time until we get a proper Friday the 13th movie, but as far as a series, they have full reign to do whatever they want, use any character, any location, any name, the full Jason look, all of that. And then when he was asked about, is this going to be a prequel or how is that all shaken out? He said, yes, it's a prequel, but it also is kind of almost more of a sequel. And he said if it goes 10 seasons, he's going to go all the way with, let's take Jason to space again. I mean, he really wants to do it all. We definitely are going to see Jason. He talked about how it's going to be brutal and there's going to be a lot of kills. So that gets me excited. I'm just excited to see what world he can build and what story we can add to this Friday the 13th tree, because as you know, we may love Friday the 13th. It's one of my favorite series ever. To be honest, when I was growing up, Jason was my favorite of all the big iconic killers. But we also have to admit that it's pretty lean when it comes to story and character development. So I'm excited to see what they can do. See if they can actually add some legit character development, some really interesting story and plot points. Everything kind of like what we've seen happen with the Chucky series. So my biggest thing is we just have to go in this with an open mind. Not put any predetermined ideas or expectations on it. Just be like, hey, we're getting a new Friday the 13th property. And just see what happens with it. You know, it may not be the greatest thing ever, but nothing they do is going to change what we already have from this iconic franchise. It's just going to be a new page, a new look, a new chapter to this iconic franchise. It doesn't mean that it's going to take anything away from what we have before. So I'm excited. I honestly think that this is going to be something really, really cool. And so that's why I had to post this. I don't usually do news and topics and rumors and things like that, but I had to in this case because I'm just that excited about this property. On top of that, I've heard a few people saying, well, it's just in the rumors or just in the talking stage. No. If Brian Fuller, whose name's attached to it, comes out and does an interview and publicly can talk about it like he does in this article, then it's full green lights. It's a go. And it has tons of money behind it. Like, that's crazy. The fact that he's got 4 times the amount of money of what Hannibal had, and Hannibal actually had a pretty decent budget. So that means that this is going to have full special effects, full gore. The fact that it's also streaming means it can add nudity and just full on gore. It's going to be a Friday the 13th. It's not going to be neutered, which was, as much as I love Hannibal, and they really did push the boundaries of what you could do on network TV, it was still held back at times because it was for network TV. In this case, Brian Fuller can do whatever he wants. It can be as vicious and as gory and as graphic as he wants, even beyond what the Chucky TV series can do. So I think we should be excited for this, and I'm looking forward to the details as they come out just go into it with an open mind, please. So I'm excited about this, and I can't wait to see who's going to star in it and the cast, how that all comes out, and who they're going to focus on as we get a little more of the story plot points and the ideas, and we can just full on see what's... Oh, the other last thing is he talks about that they're fully committed for first season, and that there is a huge financial penalty if they don't pick up a second season. So we're pretty much guaranteed 2 seasons of this. But if they're committed on this level, and from the way it sounds, like he said, he's got 4 seasons. He's got the first 4 seasons framed out. So, I mean, they're fully committed. This is a big deal kind of property. And I'm just so excited about this. I honestly think this is going to be refreshing and just something that's going to be iconic. So I had to jump on here and let you guys know what my thoughts and opinions were on it. But I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. Let's get a conversation going down in the comments. Let me know if you're excited or apprehensive, or just what your thoughts are in general. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to give a huge, massive, enormous thank you to my patrons, because you guys, your support seriously means so much to me. And if you would like to find out more about becoming a patron, the link is down in the description. And like always, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button. And remember, guys, horror can be fun! If you enjoyed this, click right here to see my review of Cabinet of Curiosities. And I'll see you guys next time!